Hi there, and welcome to episode 9 of Ask Paulie Anything. So, today I'm going to touch on a topic with WordPress and automatic updates. We see it quite a lot. It causes a lot of confusion for a lot of people. And basically, what happens is someone will turn on automatic updates, maybe for all their plugins or for any of their plugins for that matter, or they might make adjustments using Shield, for example, to modify the behavior of automatic updates. And they leave it for a day or so, an update becomes available, and for some reason that plugin or maybe WordPress doesn't automatically update, and they think, oh, well, Shield's obviously not working. Shield is not doing the automatic updates. But before we can explain why that's not in fact the case, we need to kind of understand automatic updates for WordPress a little bit. Automatic updates for WordPress came with WordPress 3.7, so it's been around a long time and it's very stable and it works very well. Automatic updates for WordPress relies on the WordPress cron. Now, if you don't know what that is, or you don't fully understand what it is, it's worth taking some time to try and understand that a little bit. But basically what it does is it performs automatic tasks in the background. That's as simple as that. So how does WordPress know that there's updates available for your plugins? Well, it runs on the WordPress cron. It doesn't interrupt normal flow of a website, for example, and it runs in the background, so no one is really impacted by it. Now, automatic updates runs on the cron, and the WordPress cron is a little tricky in that it can break, it can not run, or there could be an error, or whatever the case may be, but very often it doesn't actually run. And that means updates aren't checked properly, and automatic updates, which relies on the update detection, aren't automatically run. So there's a whole lot of things that can go wrong with automatic updates, and just because you turn them on with a plugin like Shield, for example, doesn't mean that they will in fact work. So there's a couple of areas where automatic updates can fall down. The main one is your WordPress cron is not working. And to address that issue, in one of the later releases of Shield, in fact the most previous 6.7, we added a very simple cron so that you could look on the dashboard of Shield and see when was the last time the simple cron ran. And all the simple cron does is makes a little note of when it ran, and that will tell you whether or not your crons are in general working. It doesn't mean that all your crons are working, but it means in general your cron system is probably okay. So when WordPress does an automatic update, it first of all needs the update, and those crons only work, or that update detection cron only works when someone visits your site. So if you have a low traffic site, those automated crons won't actually run for a while. So if someone visits your site, it triggers the update cron. So it tries to have a look and see, are there any plugin updates? Then yes, it finds updates. Then the cron needs to run again to actually automatically install those. So there's no set time of the day that your automatic updates is going to run, because WordPress first has to detect the updates available, and then the cron has to be executed again to actually implement those updates. While you can turn it on, you can't really specify when exactly those crons are going to run. So unless you've had enough visitors to trigger those automated crons, they won't actually even get run. So another thing to think about with the automatic updates and why it's not actually working is because one of the beautiful things about WordPress is everybody can write plugins for it. So you may have plugins on your site that are also telling WordPress to run updates, automatic updates, or not. So you might have plugins in there, maybe you're running another security plug even. We've even seen it in some themes which turn off automatic updates. While Shield can say, yes, run automatic updates, you could also have another plugin that's saying, no, don't run automatic updates. And the way to find that out is to dig into your plugins and themes a little bit further, or maybe even disable the ones or the culprits that you think might be it for a day or so, and you'll see whether or not the automatic updates start happening again. Another thing that's quite important with automatic updates, which might be stopping your updates, is you can use PHP Defines, and there's a good page on the WordPress Codex that outlines what these defines are, and these are hard-coded defines usually set in your WP config or sometimes in your themes functions.php, which actually will completely disable the WordPress automatic update system or disable them for the WordPress core, for example. There's several defines, and the best way to know is to look within the link. We'll share the link below this video for you to have a look at what those defines are, and then go into your functions.php or your WP config file and see if they're in there, and if they're in there, then remove them or leave them, whichever you prefer. So that's basically WordPress automatic updates. If it's not working, Shield or whatever security plugin you're using to control that isn't likely broken. It's your automatic update system that's broken. It's your crons, it's other plugins interfering with it, or you've got defines set within your WordPress config. I hope that helps. If you've got any questions about this, leave it in comments below or join the Facebook group and let us know what you think. Or if you have any questions, use the link provided to leave us a question about WordPress automatic updates or whatever you want to ask a question about. Thank you.